न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो मङ्गलं Respected friends, co-sadhakas, welcome. Most auspicious day today, Shri Adi Shankara Jayanti. That Lord who has given us all the Shastras for doing sadhana and reach Him. Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa, same Lord came in the form of Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankara to explain those Shastras easily understandable for all of us and through the sadhana reach out to Bhagavan. If Bhagavan Adi Shankara had not come on the horizon, the correct understanding of Brahma Sutras, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, that they are the Shastras given to reach to the moksha. These three are called Prasthanatrayam. We would have not understood. And if the Bhagavan has not come onto the horizon and not given us these essence of all these Shastras in a language understandable to us, called as Prakarana Granthas, both in Bhakti and Jnanam, we were never introduced to our Shastras, our Sanatana Dharma, its glory, and also our own ultimate goal. If Bhagavan Adi Shankara has not done this work of traveling length and breadth of the nation, revived the temples, established the dhamas, created the sannyasa cult, gave them the matha amnaya, told them how the Sanatana Dharma has to be spread out. If he has not done that, all these glorious thing which we are enjoying now as Hindu Sanatana Dharmis in India would have not got it. And if he had not went all over country, discussed with everyone and has showed to all of them that only Ekameva Advayam Brahma Neha Nanasti Kinchana, the Advaita Brahmanubhuti alone as the goal, we would have lost on the name of spirituality only on many, many things. So, in many, many things, Bhagavan Shankara's contribution cannot be so easily counted. And for his contribution and blessings on all of us, what tribute we can pay other than studying the Shastras and doing the sadhana as he indicates, reach into the tattva. And no sadhana, no writings or teachings he has done on his own independence. He has given us all based on our eternal Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Shastra only. So that way we will extend our gratitudes to him by chanting Thotakashtakam now. After our Ramayana class, as we do every day Ashtotaram, today we will do Adi Shankara Ashtotaram and extend our prayers to him. So now we will do Thotakashtakam followed by Om Sri Adi Shankara Sadgurave Namaha for 11 times. Then we take up our everyday study of Bhagavatam Mahapuranam. First the 12th Skandha, then the 10th Skandha. Thereafter, after a little break, we go for our Adhyatma Ramayana study of Rama's teachings to Tara and all of us about Tattva Jnanam. Then we do our chantings as we do every day. This will be our hour, around 1.5 hours program now. Let us start. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Om Shri Shankara Bhagavat Padacharya Swamine Namaha Dhyana Avahana Asanadi समस्त पूजां समर्पयामि तोटकाष्टक पारायण द्वारा श्री आद्य शंकर परमात्मानं तोषयामि भगवत आदि शंकराचार्य कृपया आदि शंकर दत्त भाष्य समेत श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहासानाम अवगाहन साधन द्वारा ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्धि द्वारा मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः हैन्दव संस्कृतेः अद्वैत ज्ञानस्य अपि पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं च श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य स्वामिनः संबंधित तोटकाचार्य स्तोत्र तदनन्तरं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमद्वादश स्कन्धानां पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ तोटकाष्टकम् ओम। Just remember Bhagavan Adi Shankara fully, beautifully, just be at his feet and feel that his blessings are entering into us to purify us, to divine us. Then, if you know the meaning of this Ashtakam, with that bhavana in the heart, you can just surrender to him. Bhava Shankara, Deshika Me Sharanam. Start Om Viditakhila Shastra Sudha Jalade महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागरदुःखविधूनहृदं रचयाखिलदर्शन तत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारण चारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भव एव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोह महाजलधिं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं सुकृते धिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं जगतीमवितुं कलिता कृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधी शरणागत वत्सल तत्त्वनिधे भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विधेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ओम श्री आदिशंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। 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 ओम श्री आदि शंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री आदि शंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री आदि शंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। Just extend the salutations at his feet. Request him, beg him, as it is in this mantra. करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागर दुःख विधुनहृदं रचय अखिल दर्शन तत्त्वविदम्. So too विदितानमया विशदा एककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति हे गुरो धृतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम्. In this way we are having every day the study of Bhashyam for our Taittiriya Upanishad as well as Mundaka. We to need his blessings more and more. So every day should be a Shankara Avirbhava, Shankara Janma, Shankara Sthapana in our hearts. Only then that we will be able to understand the Bhashyas given by him, through that the Tattva, through the Shastra Avagahana. Thank you. Now let us start our everyday's classes. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanao Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः. जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनेः शौनकादि ऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादि प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रहदेवताभ्यो श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः. श्री आदिशंकराचार्यवर्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः. मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्तभगवद्भागवतदर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः अद्वैतज्ञानस्यापि पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च तत्कृतकङ्कणमध्य समस्तसाधकभक्तसेवक उपासक जिज्ञासुनाम् आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यादि श्रद्धाभक्त्यादि सत्संपदा सत्साधना समस्त शक्तीनां प्राप्तिद्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापनकारे दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य द्वादशस्कन्धस्य दशमस्कन्धस्यापि पारायणमध्येन वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थं च आदौ द्वादशस्कन्धः. Let us chant the fourth chapter, Etaha Kurushreshta, and the fifth completely. 1 or 2 are left. Just we will finalize it today. Then we enter into the study proper of the fifth chapter of the 12th skandha. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad महापुराणं द्वादश स्कन्धः. आभासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते. अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः. श्रीशुक उवाच. ओम एताः कुरुश्रेष्ठ जगद्विधातुः नारायणस्याखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः लीलाकथास्ते कथिताः समासतः कार्त्स्न्येन नाजोऽपि अभिधातुमीशः. संसारसिन्धुमतितुस्तरमुत्तितीर्षोः नान्यः प्लवो भगवतः पुरुषोत्तमस्य लीलाकथारसनिषेवणमन्तरेण पुंसो भवेत् विविधदुःखदवार्दितस्य पुराणसंहिताम् एतां ऋषिर्नारायणो व्ययः नारदाय पुरा प्रोक्ताः कृष्णद्वैपायनाय सह स वै मह्यं महाराज भगवान् बादरायणः इमां भागवतीं प्रीतः संहितां वेदसंहिताम् एतां वक्ष्यत्यसौ सूत ऋषिभ्यो नैमिषालये दीर्घसत्रे कुरुश्रेष्ठ सम्पृष्टः शौनकादिभिः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे चतुर्विधप्रलयनिरूपणं नाम चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच अत्रानुवर्ण्यते भीक्ष्णं विश्वात्मा भगवान् हरिः यस्य प्रसादजो ब्रह्मा रुद्रः क्रोधसमुद्भवः त्वं तु राजन मरिष्येति पशुबुद्धिमिमां जहि न जातः प्रागभूतोऽद्य देहवत्त्वं न नङ्क्ष्यसि न भविष्यसि भूत्वा त्वं पुत्रपौत्रादिरूपवान् बीजाङ्कुरवत् देहादेः व्यतिरिक्तो यथा नरः स्वप्ने यथा शिरच्छेदं पञ्चत्वाद्यात्मनः स्वयं यस्मात् पश्यति देहस्य तत आत्मा ह्यजोमरः। घटे भिन्ने यथाकाशः आकाशः स्यात् यथा पुरा एवं देहे मृते जीवः ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते पुनः। मनः सृजति वै देहान् गुणान् कर्माणि चात्मनः तन्मनः सृजते माया ततो जीवस्य संसृतिः। स्नेहाधिष्ठानवर्त्यग्नि संयोगो यावदीयते ततो दीपस्य दीपत्वम् एवं देहकृतो भवः रजसत्त्वतमो वृत्त्या जायतेऽथ विनश्यते न तत्रात्मा स्वयं ज्योतिः यो व्यक्ताव्यक्तयोः परः आकाश इव चाधारः ध्रुवोऽनन्तोपमस्ततः एवमात्मानमात्मस्थम् आत्मनैवामृषप्रभो बुद्ध्यानुमानगर्भिण्या वासुदेवानुचिन्तय चोदितो विप्रवाक्येन न त्वां धक्षति तक्षकः मृत्यवो नोपधक्ष्यन्ति मृत्यूनां मृत्युमीश्वरम् अहं ब्रह्म परं धाम ब्रह्माहं परमं पदम् एवं समीक्षन्नात्मानम् आत्मन्याधाय निष्कळे दशन्तं तक्षकं पादे लेलिहानं विशाननैः न द्रक्ष्यसि शरीरं च विश्वं च पृथगात्मनः एतत्ते कथितं तात यथात्मा पृष्ठवान् नृप हरेर्विश्वात्मनश्चेष्टां किं भूयः श्रोतुमिच्छसि। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे पञ्चमोऽध्यायः। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, welcome in this Dwadasha Skandha, Ashraya Skandha, Abhasascha Nirodhascha Etascha Adhyavasiyate, Sa Ashreya Param Brahma, Paramatmiti Shabdyate. In that most beautiful third, fourth chapters, the entire Jnanam Sri Shukadevji gave to Sri Parikshitji. The third chapter contained, which we studied for 2 months, about how we have to come out of the Kali Yuga. Shruta Sankirtita Dhyataha Pujitascha Nityada. How Bhagavan Leela Shravana Ityadi takes us away from the Kali Yuga's persecutions that was exhaustively studied. Then when Parikshitji asked about Yugani Yugadharmam and also Yugamanam and Samplavaha. Yugani Yugamanam, all were discussed earlier. Therefore, that was not touched. But Yuga Dharmaha were touched in this chapter 4. Thereafter, he asked for explaining about the Pradaya. So, the four types of Pradaya, the Naimittika Pradaya, the Prakritika Pradaya, the Atyantika Pradaya, the Nitya Pradaya were explained. Now, while saying so, all of them are the play of one expression of God called as Kala. So, Nityo Naimitika Shaiva Tatha Prakritiko Layaha Atyantika Katitaha Kalasya Gatihi Idrushi. So, when one is inside the Kala, all these pralayas one goes through. But one by sadhana transcends the Kalatita Brahma, Shuddha Brahma Paratpara Rama, Kalatita Parameshwara Rama. If the Kalatita Sthiti we reach, all these pralayas are not there. What is there is Shuddha Brahma only. Having said so, now concluding his teachings, not only the final answer to the last question, but all what Parikshit asked right from beginning till now and whatever he has answered, Shukadevji answered, summarize karte hue, what he says is, all of them are of that Narayana who is Jagat Vidhata, Akila Sattadhamna, his Leela Kathaha, they are all. And Samasataha, they are told, Karsnena in their completeness, even Brahmadeva cannot explain. So, through this Leela Shravanam, fully our hearts should be filled with Bhagavan's Mahima, Bhagavan's Shakti, Bhagavan's play that was happening during those periods of Bhagavan's avatars. Now, should it stop there? Ki Bhagavan's Leela Kathas were there when he was in those 24 avatars? No, that is a training. Through the training or learning or teaching, what we have to discover or reach to is, even in our life, even this present moment, within ourselves, around ourselves, beyond us, in the entire cosmos, universe, at every moment, at every place, what is happening is Bhagavan's Leela only. If we can discover that, then the study of Bhagavatam has got fulfilled in our life. And the three types of Leelas of Bhagavan happening in the world are, one Leela is what? He is remaining as he is as Parabrahma, untouched, unmoved, unchanged. Second Leela of Bhagavan is happening is that through his own Sokamayata Bahusyam Praja Yeyete Satapotapyata Satapastaptva Idakam Sarvam Asrujata Yedidam Kincha Tat Srishtva Tadeva Anupravishato. Thereafter, the important things which we have yet studied, tomorrow, today after we study, Tadanupravisha Satchatyacha Bhavata Niruktancha Niruktancha Nilayanancha Nilayanancha Vijnanancha Vijnanamcha Satyam Chandrutancha Satyam Abhavato. This is second Leela Bhagavan, which is, remember, continuously happening, wherein the whole cosmos universe projected out of him with multiple things and beings and places, playing a play of this big world. It's only a sport, it's only a play. Just like in a movie, the 2.5 hours, whatever the serious things happen, whatever the loving things happen, whatever tragic things happen, whatever the wars happen, whatever the humorous things happen, all put together is nothing but a projected movie for the entertainment of producers, directors, actors, and the audience. In the same way, the second Leela of Bhagavan is going on happening is this one. In that, the same Lord only will play the Leela of the Dushta Jana, they become prominent or dominant. Shishta Jana will be sublimated or subdued. Adharma grows, Dharma reduces. He only comes as Avatar and restates everything and then goes. This is second Leela continuously going on. Third is Leela ki we our own part play. Only here comes the problem when we also knowing our varnashrama dharma, exactly play them without be attending, without getting ourselves affected by them, knowing that we are the part of the total Leela. At the same time, the self in us and the self in all and self beyond is one Brahma. In this way, when we stay and play our part, this is third Leela. Here only the problem comes key with the given freedom, with the mind given, instead of playing the part given to us, which is part of Leela, we try to create our own special personal agenda. That is called as samsara. The moment I find my own personal agenda, I have become from a Leela part of the Lord to a isolated individual. My individuality becomes stronger as long as I remain like that and don't tune myself to the total play and see that beyond so long I'll continue to be in samsara. So the three leelas we have to be always in, not the fourth, now which is not a leela but a samsara. How can I, who is given all these things, my Lord, have any other project than doing what He says? That clarity should come to us. Not having clarity is called Maya. Then having our own projects is called Moha, delusion. Then getting lost in that is samsara. About these things, this much thing which we have to very clearly understand. And with the study of Shastra and discussion with Guru, exactly what are the kale we have to kale. Do that. And with little more sensitive sadhanas, upasanas, the development of the intuition comes to us, with which at every moment what is my role, that thing Bhagavan reveals to us. It's not at all difficult. And from within he answers, he tells us, this is not your role. If you do that, it is a samsara. This is your role. If you don't do that, it is a samsara. You do it. And know that you are a part of total Leela. Don't have any specific identity. You may be prime minister or chief minister or a big person, industrialist, seemingly outside doing big things. But heart in heart, you understand that that way you are put there and made to do all by the Lord only in the interest of total. In this way, the Lord has made million jivas earlier to become like you prominent and play the things. And those are no more now in that prominent place. They are doing some small little work somewhere. You can also be promoted and demoted. In his internal play, it goes on. Same time, if we have to be liberated even from this play, we have to discover a oneness with the Lord. While discovering with him oneness with Lord, as long as Dehadi Upadhi are there, continue playing the Leela. So therefore, right now, the now solar Kutumbam, Saura Kutumbam, it's a Bhagavan's Leela. In that Prithvi moving around Sun and itself, it is called again Prabhu Leela. On the earth, 84 lakhs of Jivarasis, it is Prabhu Leela. In the Manava Koti, at each and every corner of the world, something or the other happening is Prabhu Leela. In the place where we stay, Bharat Mata, whatever is happening, it is His Leela. So too, in our own place around, wherever we are placed, जो भी है उन्हीं की लीला है. In our own life also, whatever is happening, His Leela. In and through all of that, what is our role? That much we have to recognize and do. And untouched by the kartrutva of that role, the karma of the role, karma phala of the role, always we have to tune to that which is beyond. In this way, when we live for a sufficient period of time, then no more that ignorance remains, no more that samsara is with us. So that is what is the lesson we have to learn. Leela kathaste katita samasataha karsnena na ajahapi avidhatum ishaha. This is what, from this we have to learn the lesson. Done? So everything is his Leela. Don't make any big issue about everything, especially which are not in our control. In our control also, whatever are there, with the Shastra guidance, best what is to be done, let us understand, do it and leave it to the Lord. That's it. More wisdom than this is not there in anything else. So, in this way, Katsnena Najopi Avidhatum Ishaha. Okay? Now, the second one is what? don't go for one's own choice of solutions for problems because we are not so capable of knowing exactly. Don't also follow equally blind people. Then follow what Guru Shastra says. Here, especially the Guru Vyasa, Guru Shukadeva, Guru Suta are telling us through Shastra what are the solutions or what is the solution for crossing Ati Dustara Samsara Sindhu and also to protect from Dukkha Davagni, Dukkha Davarditasya. Don't try to find your solution. Specifically, see, they are not telling directly. Ki, listen to the kathas of the Lord. That is the solution for coming out of the dukkha davanala. That is the solution for crossing the ati dustara samsara sindhu. इतना सिंपली नहीं बता रहे. What he's saying is, other than this thing, there is no other boat at all. What we have to focus on, the way it is put. नान्यः प्लवः भवेत् पुंसाम्. लीला भगवतः पुरुषोत्तमस्य लीला कथा रस निषेवणम अंतरेण. How important is this sentence, you see? And Bhagavan's Leela Kathas are, one is his Parabrahma Paramatma and he's playing the Leela of the world. Second is he comes as the Avatara and plays his Leelas. So Leela Katha Rasa Nishevanam. Rasa means Sara. सो एक तो रस होता है उस लीलाओं में, तो इंद्रिय मन लेवल का आनंद, कान को सुनने को आनंद मिलता है, मन में भावना प्रेम पैदा होता है. बट द अदर रस स्वीकरण इज द बौद्धिक ज्ञान रस. सो थ्रू द लिसनिंग ऑफ दिस द रस, द एसेंस, for what purpose Bhagavan has done these leelas, for what purpose these leelas were made into book form and given to us. If that knowledge part also we gain, then we are gaining the leela rasa. सिर्फ कथा रस का आनंद नहीं लेना, ज्ञान रस का. So when that we take in the leela rasa, what we discover when we surrender to him, he takes care of us. In the jnana rasa, what we discover is absolute Brahman truth, Satyam Jnananantam, which is all permeating in its pristine glory, unborn, unchanging, undecaying, undying is it, with his own infinite power, Maya. All these non-existing things which are not really non-existing, they're just projected. Therefore, one need not value them. This thing we will do with the Jnana Rasa. So in both cases, because of the Charamastitya Bhakti, because of the Adbhuta Jnana Avagahana, where is samsara then batao? There's no chance at all, scope at all for one to have the samsara. And what is samsara? Trying to find a sukha in the place where it is not there. And repeatedly doing the same thing. And that thing, instead of removing dukkha and giving us sukha, it is only adding to the dukkha, taking us away from the sukha swarupa atma. Best example is that of the mirage water. The more we run for that water, more away from the water source we go, more thirsty we become, and the water keeps on running away only from us. Our thirst and tiredness, exhaustion grows only. एक जगह बैठने से थोड़ा और ज़्यादा समय जीते होंगे, अब उसके पीछे दौड़ दौड़ के तो जल्दी मर जाते. In the same way, running for sukha behind the worldly things is samsara. Discovering the sukha in our own selves is called moksha. So, through these kathas, wherein many people like us also are running for their sukha behind the things and beings, disappointed, some of them did wrong while doing so, they were terribly punishment by the Lord, given punishment by the Lord. Other people in the stories of Bhagavata, they are so, they realized one day, instead of running that way, in the Mithya Jagat for Sukha, they tried to find Sukha in Bhagavan through Bhakti Jnana, they found. That Jnana Rasa should come and will come to us when we Nirantara do the Shravana of Bhagavad Katha. That's why Bhagavataha Purushottamasya Leela Katha Rasa Nishevana Mantarena Pumsaha Dukkhatavaditasya Pumsaha संसार सिंधुम अति दुस्तरम उत्ति तीर्षोः पुंसः नान्यः प्लवः भवेतु. How important this knowledge of this shloka to get embedded in our hearts. If that happens in us, what do? We come to classes regularly without break, in between classes only. Also, other than after finishing our minimum duties, throughout the day we engage only in either having the Bhakti Rasa Swadhana of the Lord through the Purana Itihasa Parayanam Patanam or Jnana Rasa Swadhana of the Lord through the contemplation or through the study of the Tattva Shastras. Other than these things, we don't do anything if this shloka is understood thoroughly. And as a result of which, what happens? Jnanam we are regularly gaining, therefore it is coming to us. We are not involving in the world, therefore new samsara is not created. As the jnana becomes stronger and stronger, and we start abiding in it, what is spoken from the beginning, that is understood. What is that? Rope alone is real, there is nothing called a snake to be afraid of. It was only appearance, it is not as harmful as it is thought of. That is what which is told right from the beginning. Sarvam Brahmamayam, Sarvam Paramatmayam, Sarvam Atmamayam. There is nothing which is harmful to us. These things get revealed to us as a result of all this beautiful growth of the knowledge gained through Nirantara involvement in Puranas as well as Vedanta Shravana, Vedanta Vicharana. That should happen to us. So, underlining slokya either line Leela Katarasa Nishevanamantharena Pumsaha na anya plavaha bhavetu. There is no other means or way or boat. Here it is because ocean में पार करने को means boat है, इसलिए boat का example दिया. So the medium, the meaning of boat is there is no other means or medium to cross across this terrible ocean of samsara. So then, this main shloka, if somebody understands, he need not be told to be regular in your study, swadhyaya, and listening to the satsanga, where the tattva is taught through Purana and Itihasa. ऐसे जबरदस्ती बोलने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. अगर एक बार पल्ला पड़ गया किसी किस्मत वाले के. So have we become that किस्मत वाला today? On the day of Sri Adi Shankara Jayanti, देख लो. And no need to go for solution anywhere. Everywhere on the name of solution, problems are only aggravated. The solution is within, to be found through the study of Purana, Itihasa and or Brahma Tattva Chintana, Yukta Upanishadadi. And never say ki I can't do it all. When you can forget the God, why can't you remember the God? When we can get lost in the world in delusion with all our cute efforts, why can't we gain ourselves by the spiritual knowledge? Definitely. क्यों नहीं होगा संभव? It is definitely sambhavam for all of us too. Only that patient application. What I always recommend is that upasana to Shruti Mata, to Guru Parapara, Guru Tattva, Guru Deva, and the Narayana and Ishtadeva. Then their blessings definitely make our intellects sharper, subtler, divinized, purified, single-minded, so that the deep truths are understood. And in Vedanta, you all know so far by now, it is only question of correct, authentic understanding. All the problem gets dissolved. How the problems of dream got dissolved? By just understanding that it is not real, real is Vakar. That's it. Kevalam Jnanameva Prapti. Brahmavidapnoti Param Darshana Adhishtanatvat Prapti Apraptyoho. We have seen, no? So in this way, these two shlokas, एक तो ये आपको भगवान की लीला कथाएं बताए. Is in short. In Brahmadeva even Brahmadeva cannot tell them incompletely. Same thing in the next 10th Skandha, Bhagavan will tell to our who is he? Muchukunda Raja also. One can count the dust particles on the earth, but my Janma, my Leela, my Karma, all of that nobody can count. हो गया. एंड वी नीड नॉट, हमको थोड़ा एक भागवत से पदार्थ मिल गए तो काफी है. 10 पुराण पढ़ने की क्या जरूरत है? और 10 पढ़कर भी भगवान नहीं मिला, अब क्या कहें? This is first thing. Second one was this. Lila Katha Rasa Nishayavanam Antarena Nanyaha Plavaha Pumsaha. Hmm. Now, having done this, let us come to the last three shlokas. Completed Purana Samhitam Etam Rushir Narayanaha Avyaha Naradaya Purapraha. So, to his most dearest devotee Naradji, Sakshat Narayana, who is a rishi, who is Avyaya, he only gave it. Sakshat Sriman Narayana only gave this to Naradji. So, this prasanga we saw somewhere else. In Bhagavata or Adhyatma Ramayana, ki not only from Brahmadeva, Sri Naradji got the knowledge, not only from his four elder brothers, look young, but also from Narayana he got it. Naradji has accessibility to Sri Narayana. Now, these are the sentences how we take. You know, this is a test for our faith in the presence of Narayana, faith in the presence of Naradji, and then Narayana gave this to Narada. देखो, those days of Krita and Treta and Dwapara, it was easy to believe in all. पर कलयुग में आकर ना इन सब ऋषि मुनि देवताओं का presence, even the Narayana's presence, and he gave this to Narada. On all these things, we started creating doubts only. And asanneva savati asad brahmeti veda chet. With the doubt, when somebody tries, he will never try properly, so he will never know only. बट अस्ति ब्रह्म यदि चेत वेद संतमेनम तत्व विदु, तो नास्तिक होने के कारण हमको इन सब चीजों के में श्रद्धा नहीं बढ़ रहा है. बट डेफिनेटली नारायण इज देयर इटर्नल, दैट इज व्हाई इज कॉल्ड अव्ययः, and he gave this particular bhagavatam to Sri Naradji. You know, because of that only Naradji has got that great power of guiding so many to be on this great bhakti marga. Most of the great bhaktas, jnanis are in our Purana Itihasa we see are guided by Sri Naradji only. Is it not? Bhakta Prahlada Naradji, Dhruva Naradji, Parvati Mata Naradji, Yudhishthira Sri Naradji taught only. And then so many places you see Narad ke karan hi that people have become great devotees. That capacity got because he directly got this knowledge from Srivan Narayana. So, the Guru Shishya Mahima will tell us the Mahima of the Vishaya also. Therefore, it is not somewhere something, when you look at a shirt, you look at the color quality, all good, but you will see the brand also. The moment you see it's an international brand type of, immediately you will just open up your eyes. Acha, such a big one. In the same way, this Bhagavata is not somewhere in Naimisharanya. Sutaji was there, Sutta Shaunakadi asked, and he told them. That also is greater. But not only that. Sakshat Narayana to Sakshat Narada. महाभक्त नारद जब भगवान साक्षात नारायण को ही मिले तो उनके बीच में जो संवाद हुआ, that is what it is. Is it not? Like a very VVIP person and his very important secretary, or when they discuss, they don't discuss ordinary things. It becomes the highest secret, very profound and very confidential. In the same way, this being discussion between Narada and Narayana, this has got all its glory. And so many things can be added. One is this, Naraji later on becomes Lord's ambassador, carrying this knowledge across the globe to guide everyone for their own. So this much is enough in this context. Then Krishna Dvaipayanaya Saha. Shukadevji tells to Parikshit that Naraji taught this to Bhagavan Vyasa, Krishna Dvaipayana. The story was like that. Saraswati Nadi Tata, Vyasji was seated Chintakrasta. By that time, he has written all his Puranas and Itihasa. So too, the thing called as Brahma Sutra, Veda Vibhajano, सब कुछ किया और चिंताक्रांत हो. Then Narad ji reaches there. बताओ व्यास जी ऐसे क्यों हो? आपको पता है मैंने से अच्छा, आप ही बताइए. Then on the words of Narad ji, that you are not fully described Bhagwan's kathas with bhakti visheshana exclusively. You might have done Veda Vibhajana and all, बढ़िया है. ये वाला नहीं किया करो. So then, to that Vyasa ji, in one or two chapters, we saw in the first Skandha, Narad ji only teaches this Bhagavatam. That was a beautiful thing. Taking that, the Vyasa Bhagavan expands it in his own heart. All that knowledge. He keeps it intact. See, Bhagavata is only one shloka. Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishwaro Harihi Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha Deya Pujyascha Nityada. This is called Bhagavata. Same Bhagavata is in 4 shlokas. Ahameva Sameva Agre Nanyadyat Satsat Param Ityadi. Same Bhagavata is again in few shlokas as given by Narayan to Narada. Few shlokas as given by Narada to Vyasa. But same Bhagavata, when it came as the Samvada between Parikshit, it has become so 7 days of story. Those 7 days things are written by Vyasa Bhagavan in the 334 chapters, 12 skandhas, and let us say 18,000 verses. And how did Shukadevji give it to Parikshitji? Where from he learnt it? That is, the Shukadevji himself says, Savai Mahyam Maharaja Bhagavan Badarayana Imam Bhagavatim Pritaha Samhitam Veda Samhitam. That same Bhagavata which Narayana gave to Narada, Narada to Vyasa. Vyasa Bhagavan, when he divided Vedas, gave it to 4 of his disciples. Then he gave the Puranas to the Suta Pauranika, Romaharshana, his father. Bhagavata is left to Kisko Dumme. So Bhagavata Rasaswadana can be done and given further to next generation only by a Brahmagnani. So he knew he is going to have a son who will be by birth Brahmagnani. He waited there for 12 years. When that Shukadev is born, he was in Brahmagnana, so he was going only. Then Bhagavan Vyasa called him. That's what the earlier slokas we chant. Many of them attribute this to the attachment Vyasa to his son. Are Brahmagnani Vyasa, how can he be attached? He only is calling him to give this Bhagavata to him, so that through his mouth, when again it is spoken, it gathers the special Brahmagnana taste and it can be further spread throughout the world. Therefore, Putreti Tanmayataya Taravabha Vineduhu. So, Shukadevji did not reply, the trees replied to Vyasa. How are you attached to it? Like the trees also are not attached to the fruits. Vyasa says, I am not attached. Then Vyasa sends his 2 or 3 disciples, telling them to chant Krishna Krishna. When they go near Shukadeva and chant that word Krishna Krishna, with these nectarine words, Sunkara, Shukadevji, who is already in Brahma Anubhava, pauses, stops, looks back. Who is this? What is this Krishna Krishna? These fellows, intelligent as guided by Narayana, Vyasa, they turn back and come toward Vyasa. And Shukadevji, who was going, when Putra Putra was addressed without listening, Krishna Krishna Sunkar, he comes back. When those disciples come to Vyasa, by that time Shukadeva also reached, then to that Shukadevaji, this Bhagavata Rasa Swadhana, Sri Naradji, Vyasa Bhagavan gives. That is the story of Bhagavatam given by Vyasa to Shukadeva. Pritaha, because by birth he is a Brahmagnani. Samhitam Veda Samhitam. Veda permitted, all the things that are said in Veda alone are said here, nothing is contradictory. And then Samhita, in this, every pada, every shloka is in the best hita of all the students, all the listeners, all the Bhagavatas. So Veda Samhita is a Samhita ko Preeti Prasannata ke Karana Vyasa Bhagavan Krishna Dvaipayana Badarayana, my father he gave me. My father is not saying here. Because in Brahmagnan, who is father, who is mother, nothing doing. Only the Guru Shishya maximum. So therefore, Savai Mahyam Maharaja Bhagavan Badarayana Ivam Bhagavatim Pritaha Samhitam Veda Samhitam he gave. And I am giving you now. Then what will happen to this? एताम वक्षति असौ सूतः. So इस भागवत को ये वाले सूत जी आगे बोलेंगे. Where नैमिषाले, to whom ऋषिभ्यः, when दीर्घ सत्रे, हे कुरुश्रेष्ठ, हे परीक्षित, संपृष्टः शौनकादिभिः. He will not speak without asking. When Shaunakadi rishis with all devotion they ask, then this great Suta Pauranika will teach this Bhagavata to them, and that will be written as Pustakam for the further generations by again Sri Vyasa Bhagavan, because his avatara is for that purpose only. In this way, in this particular chapter, Chaturvida Pralaya are explained. In that, most important thing is Atyantika Pralaya. In that entire Upanishad Sara of how a Jiva has to, by realizing himself, get rid of the samsara is taught. Thereafter, the glory of all the Bhagavad Purana and glory of this Parampara is being taught to us, inspiring us to read, reread, study, re-study, do the Dhyanam research. From that, take out the Bhakti Rasa, Jnana Rasa, and Vairagya Rasa and Viveka Rasa. Make your Janma Dhanya. All these words remain superficial as long as you don't develop proper devotion to the Shastra and Guru, Parampara, and Paramatma. So let us develop them. Then they slowly make us mature, not only to develop the respect and reverence for the Shastra, but also to catch the main things which are to be caught. May it happen to all of us by the grace of the Lord. With these prayers, we say, this is done today. Navata Panchamodhyaya, first sloka. Again, conclusion, continuation of what he said in the earlier, only in one shloka. Tomorrow we'll see elaborately. Atra means Asmin Bhagavad Mahamurane. Anu Varnete. Anu means Nityam. All the time Varnete means described. What is described? He Avekshnam again and again. Vishwa Atma Bhagavan Hari. The Lord of the whole universe, who is the Avatar Purusha and who is the remover of dukkha of everyone. What is the meaning of Vishwatma? What is the meaning of Bhagavan? What is the meaning of Hari? Tomorrow we are going to see. Such Lord is being again and again described. And Yasya Prasadajaha Brahma, Rudraha Krodha Samudbhavaha. From that Bhagavan's Anugraha Prasada, Brahmadeva came. From that Bhagavan's Krodha, this Rudra Bhagavan came. So the Brahma, from the Prasada Prasannata, he became creator. And the Rudra he came and he became the dissolver of the universe. All those things to study. Tomorrow will come. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Sri Suta Sharanam Mama. Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Shri Narada Sharanam Mama. Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्ययं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामामुञ्चत करेचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ एकपञ्चाशत्तमोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच. Friends, in this 10th Skandham, Uttarardham, 51st chapter, we have seen the first portion. It has got 3-4 topics. The first topic of Bhagavan Krishna coming out and his beautiful description. Second topic of the Kalayavana chasing Bhagavan. Bhagavan was running. Third topic was Bhagavan entering into Gufa, hiding. Then the Yavana also enters, and a person sleeping, he kicks him. In the fourth portion, when that person gets up, looks here and there, and gazes onto this Kala Yavana, he becomes Bhasma. These portions we saw. Now, that same Muchukunda Raja, when he looks around again, he finds Bhagavan Krishna. So, Krishna's Divya Mangala Rupa, again, is beautifully shown to us. Before that, who is this? What is this? All the questions were asked by Parikshit ji, Shukadev ji ko. Then Shukadev ji tells about the Raja Muchukunda story in short. After this, Muchukunda seeing Bhagavan's Divya in Rupa, and then Sri Muchukunda ji talks to Bhagavan and asks, who are you and all. He tells at the end, I am so and so. Then Bhagavan's reply to Muchukunda, who is he, is so profound, great, beautiful. In that only all these words come. He not even, dust particles may be counted in one day, but none can describe or count my glories and leelas and powers and actions and names and avatars and the gunas. Then, after this, when Bhagavan asks, Muchukunda, I am pleased with your devotion done in your earlier lives, ask for the boon. For this chance given to ask the boon, before asking what he wants, the way Muchukundaji describes or does Stuti of Narayana, along with that, how jivas get lost in samsara, it is the top 5 or 10 topics of Bhagavatam worthy of studying by all. Muchukunda Stuti of Bhagavan Krishna, as well as the description of how a jiva becomes samsari, it is exemplary. Once you study it thoroughly, no doubt remains thereafter. देन अदर देन भक्ति टू यू आई वांट नथिंग ही सेज भगवान भी कहते हैं कि तुम टेस्ट करने के लिए मैंने ऐसा वर मांगने को कहा. Then Bhagavan says, yes, what you ask for the bhakti and reaching to my abode comes, but before that, go and revel in the bhumi, in your devotion to me, and get exhausted of some of the papa you have done as a king when you have done on the name of yajnas or even hunting lot of pashurhimsa. वो एग्जॉस्ट होने तक जाकर भूमंडल में घूमो, उसके बाद you will come to me. In this way, Bhagavan tells to Muchukunda Raja. This is what is the essence of this chapter. If this way I can talk, na, एक या 10 दिन में पूरा भागवत हो जाएगा. But our job is to chant the mantras and then see and enjoy it. In that, we are putting our mind, intellect in trying to understand God. In that effect only, it becomes single pointed, it becomes purified, it becomes divinized, it becomes subtle. That equipment is required actually later on to study Vedanta Granthas, contemplate on truth, realize. Through the study of Bhagavata, we are preparing for the Upanishads. Because relentlessly when you are listening, only Krishna, Rama are entering into us. They purify, they divinize, they make single pointed, and they make subtle our अंतःकरण. आप देख भी सकते हैं थोड़ा सा शुरू में कैसा था 3 साल पहले, अब थोड़ा फर्क जरूर है. Everyone can look into their own selves. ठीक है? So let us do the Parayana of Raja Uvacha. So this one we have seen up to 22nd mantra. So that we will not study. Straight away we chant from the mantra 23 onwards up to 44. A beautiful things, or 45. Om Shri Shukavacha from 23. Before that portion was up to we have seen the Devatas give the 2 boons. One is the continuous Nidra. Second, if anybody disturbs in between, you look at them, they become Bhasma and you can again sleep. That type of boon Devatas give. हो गया. Now let us continue. The Muchukunda having darshan of Narayana, putting up his questions, Narayana replying. जितना हो सके उतना हम देखेंगे. यवने भस्मसात् नीते भगवान सात्वतर्षभः आत्मानं दर्शयामास मुचुकुन्दाय धीमते तमालोक्य घनश्यामं पीतकौशेयवाससं श्रीवत्सवक्षसं भ्राजत कौस्तुभेन विराजितं चतुर्भुजं रोचमानं वैजयन्त्या च मालया चारुप्रसन्नवदनं स्फुरन्मकरकुण्डलं प्रेक्षणीयं नृलोकस्य सानुरागस्मिते क्षणम् अपीच्य वयसं मत्त मृगेन्द्रोदारविक्रमं पर्यपृच्छत् महाबुद्धिः तेजसा तस्य धर्षितः शङ्कितः शनकैराजा दुर्धर्षमिव तेजसा मुचुकुन्द उवाच को भवान् इह सम्प्राप्तः विपिने गिरिगह्वरे पद्भ्यां पद्मपलाशाभ्यां विचरस्युरुकण्टके किं स्वित्तेजस्विनां तेजः भगवान् वा विभावसुः सूर्यः सोमो महेन्द्रो वा लोकपालोपरोऽपि वा मन्ये त्वां देवदेवानां त्रयाणां पुरुषर्षभं यद्बाधसे गुहाध्वान्तं प्रदीपः प्रभया यथा शुश्रूषताम् अव्यलीकम् अस्माकं नरपुङ्गव स्वजन्म कर्म गोत्रं वा कथ्यतां यदि रोचते वयं तु पुरुषव्याघ्र ऐक्ष्वाकाः क्षत्रबन्धवः मुचुकुन्द इति प्रोक्तः यौवनाश्वात्मजः प्रभो यौवनाश्वात्मजः प्रभो चिरप्रजागरश्रान्तः निद्रयोपहतेन्द्रियः शयेऽस्मिन् विजने कामं केनाप्युत्थापितोऽधुना सोऽपि भस्मीकृतो नूनम् आत्मीयेनैव पाप्मना अनन्तरं भवान् श्रीमान् लक्षितो मित्रशातनः तेजसा ते विषह्येण भूरि द्रष्टुं न शक्नुमः हतौजसो महाभाग माननीयोऽसि देहिनाम् एवं सम्भाषितो राज्ञा भगवान् भूतभावनः प्रत्याह प्रहसन् वाण्या मेघनादगभीरया श्रीभगवानुवाच जन्म कर्माभिधानानि सन्ति मेऽङ्गसहस्रशः न शक्यन्तेऽनुसङ्ख्यातुम् अनन्तत्वान्मयाभिः क्वचित् रजांसि विममे पार्थिवान्युर्जन्मभिः गुणकर्माभिधानानि न मे जन्मानि कर्हिचितो कालत्रयोपपन्नानि जन्म कर्माणि मे नृप अनुक्रमन्तो नैवान्तं गच्छन्ति परमर्षयः तथाप्यद्यतनान्यङ्ग शृणुष्व गदतो मम विज्ञापितो विरिञ्चेन पुराहं धर्मगुप्तये भूमेर्भारायमाणानाम् असुराणां क्षयाय च अवतीर्णो यदुकुले गृहानगदुन्दुभेः वदन्ति वासुदेवेति वसुदेवसुतं हि माम कालनेमिरहतः कंसः प्रलम्बाद्याश्च सद्विषः अयं च यवनो दग्धः राजन्स्तेतिग्मचक्षुषा सोऽहं तवानुग्रहार्थं गुहामेतामुपागतः प्रार्थितः प्रचुरं पूर्वं त्वयाहं भक्तवत्सलः वरान् वृणीश्वराजर्षे सर्वान् कामान् ददामि ते मां प्रपन्नो जनः कश्चित् न भूयोर्हति शोचितुं श्रीशुक उवाच इत्युक्तस्तं प्रणम्याह मुचुकुन्दो मुदान्वितः ज्ञात्वा नारायणं देवं गर्गवाक्यमनुस्मरन् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ब्यूटिफुल् वेरी वेरी फाइन सो स्वापं यातं याहतु मध्ये बोधये त्वाम् अचेतनः स त्वया दृष्टमात्रा तु भस्मीभवतु तत्क्षणात्. This is how the devatas gave blessing. Muchukundaji found this gufa. Now he is sleeping. Now he is what happened to him? As he hoped, somebody disturbed his sleep. He got up. He looked around. He found somebody. Accidentally, his grace fell on him with anger. He got become ashes. That's how the Yavana was bhasmikruta. Now what happens from 23 onwards? Yavanem asmasat nite. When the Yavana became bhasmi bhuta, then what happened? Bhagavan sattva darshavah atmanam darshayamasa muchukundaya dhimate. To the dhiman buddhiman jnani muchukunda, Bhagavan gave his darshanam. Therefore, 2-in-1 project. भगवान ने दो काम एक ही समय कर लिए. एक उस यवन को मुचुकुंद के आंख के दृष्टि से भस्म कराना. सेकंड इज द मुचुकुंद राजा डिजर्व्स the blessings from the Lord, darshan and blessings. So to do dushta shikshana and shishta rakshana anugraha, Bhagavan played this Leela. Now, to bless this Muchukunda Raja, Lord avoided the entire Yuddha of fighting with this 3 crore nature. But when the Yavana is finished, all of them, फिर Balrama, they will finish only. जब राजा नहीं है तो बाकी सब तो भाग ही जाएंगे. They will join Jarasandha somehow. Every one will be eliminated. Nothing to worry about it. So in this way, 2 in 1 things Bhagavan done. First thing is over. Yavane bhasmasan nite. Second thing is Bhagavan sattva darshavaha Muchukunda idimate atmanam darshayamasa. He showed. When Bhagavan gave his darshan to Muchukunda, he has seen and again in this very particular chapter, within the number of shlokas 28-29, 3 times Bhagavan's Divya Mangala Rupa description is given for our Rupa Dhyanam. As we discussed yesterday, day before, one of the very important spiritual sadhana is Bhagavad Rupa Dhyana. We Sanatana Dharmins only have this blessing, others don't believe in the God. So avatars they don't believe, but they also do the Rupa Dhyana of whatever the saints or sages they think about. But for us, we don't have that thing. We are rich in our devatas in hundreds of Rupa giving us darshanam, and great Mahatmas hundreds have come who gave varnana of those devatas for our dhyanam. So beautiful it is. Excellent it is. Now here, what Rupa Bhagavan gave darshana to our Muchukunda Raja, ki again you see, Tamalokya, Muchukunda has seen Lord. How was he? The Lord Ghanashyamam. The Lord's Varchas or Varna was like the thick clouds. Ghanashyam. Ghanashyam. Ghana is Megha. Megha Shyamala Varna. So you can just look into that color. Meditate. Then Pita Kaushaya Vasasam, the silken yellow dress Bhagavan was wearing, the Dhovati aspect and also the Uttariyam. So you can in your own way imagine Bhagavan's Divya Rupa. Third one, Srivatsa Vaksham, the Srivatsa Chihna, लक्ष्मी देवी शाश्वत रूप से वहां रहती है, उसको दर्शाने के लिए एक चिन्ह भगवान के वे चेस्ट में हमेशा रहता है. इट इज ऑन द राइट साइड. लेफ्ट साइड इज द हार्ट, राइट साइड इज दैट श्रीवत्स चिन्हम ऑलवेज. हो गया. 3. 4th, कौस्तुभेन विराजितम भ्राजत, that beautiful Kaustubha Mani in the heart, and this Srivatsa Chihna is shining out in that Kanti of the Kaustubha Mani in the chest. So you can imagine that this is called all a beautiful sadhana, Rupa Dhyana sadhana. हम कोई गलत नहीं कर रहे, जैसे भागवत में बताया वैसे भगवान का ही ध्यान कर रहे. What more joyful than doing dhyana of Bhagavan's Rupa? And as we said yesterday, this Rupa Dhyanam with Shraddha, when we do, there is Shraddha that it is God only. Therefore, slowly the Rupa takes us to the Chaitanya Paramatma, or that Rupa Paramatma comes and gives darshana and also fulfills our desires or the boons. This prakriya is very much there, practiced by millions of devotees across, and everyone got the blessing. Why should we have doubt? The whole problem in Kali Yuga is one, because of too much of science and only scientific proven things only are taken as real. All these faith related things are totally not at all cared, even in medication. Is it not? Just because the scientists have not yet proved or accepted it, therefore the Ayurveda is not allowed. Even government also hesitates to make the Ayurveda as important thing, which is traditionally coming, which is given by the Lord only. And they have faith in all the medicines, allopathy, which are first the poison they are. By chance only somebody, अगर प्रारब्ध है, प्रभु कृपा है, तो ये मेडिसिन से बचते हैं, अदरवाइज एक मारने वाला ही है. But on that, because they have done this research, दीवान किसने क्या रिसर्च कर किया, बस you have accepted it because of experimentation on some people. 10,000 rats, 2,000 rabbits were tested, then it is proven. But 10,001 rat, did you try? If you had tried, it would have failed. And again, the mutation of the all these pathogens continuously happening. You have to update your medication. अब देखो उसको हम मानते हैं, not Ayurveda. In the same way, this beautiful process of Bhagavan's Rupa Dhyana, enchanting it is, glorious it is, somehow neglected. We to neglect every sadhana, we are so genius otherwise. But at least by knowing this, again and again it is given to us in Bhagavatadi. Let us give the value again to this daily spend 5-10 minutes in Bhagavan's Rupa Dhyana. एनी भगवान, हर एक भगवान का रूप ध्यान का स्तोत्र हजारों हमको दिए हुए हैं ऑलरेडी. And we are talking on those stotras also. We may start after this Bhagavat in 2 months about the stotras in Hindi. I have decided to do at least 100 stotras satsangam in Hindi. देखेंगे हम. So कैसे थे भगवान? How is he? श्रीवत्स वक्षसम भ्राजत कौस्तुभेन विराजितम. Then चतुर्भुजम, 4 hands. Then Vaijayantya Malaya Rochamanam. In his gala, the Vaijayanti Mala, and it is giving the added beauty. Then Charu Prasanna Vadanam. See, most divine, most beautiful, most pleasant was Bhagwan's total facial expression. Spuran Makara Kundalam. Both his kundalas ears, the Makara Kundala, are studded with those precious diamonds and they are bright and brilliant. Then Prekshaniyam Nulokasya, that we have seen there also. What is that? Darshaniya tamam shyamam. It was said in the first sloka. Same thing said in different words. Nulokasya prekshaniyam. This is what we were saying a minute back. For human beings, if at all they want to behold the beauty, it is only of Bhagavan as described here. Nulokasya prekshaniyam. The divyata, sundarata of the Bhagavan Rupa. That helps a lot in our concentration, in purification of the heart, in making the heart single pointed, as well as in that subtlety. प्रभु कृपा अच्छी तरह से होती है. रूप ध्यान करो आज से. सो प्रेक्षणीयम नुलोकस्य स अनुराग सस्मित ईक्षणम. तो भगवान looking at Muchukunda ji with so much of anuraga, the prema, so too the smita, the smile. So showing his favor, his love, his kindness, his concern, etc. to this Muchukunda, Bhagavan was there so beautifully. Then, Apichya Vayasam. This Apichya Vayasam means in that young form the Lord, not yet become old. So Apichya Vayasam, beautiful in that young age, Mattam Mrugendra Udara Vikramam. Like that intoxicant, arrogant tiger or the lion, how it moves with its gait in that forest. In that way, Bhagavan was giving his Rupa Darshanam entirely beautifully to the enchantment of this great, great Raja Muchukunda. Then, having seen that beautiful form of the Lord, Sri Muchukundaji himself, Paryaprachatu, he is with all love, devotion, with all the entire details, he asks the Lord, Mahabuddhi. This Raja Muchukunda, Mahabuddhi, expanded his intellect, having that subtlety to understand sublime things. Tejasa tasya dharshitaha. Raja himself is full of tejas. And he is in Nidra at that time. And Bhagwan's tejas was so overpowering. Your Raja ka tejas was like a jugnu in front of the sun only. Then Shankitaha. Shankita means not a non-positive word. He just in that jignyasa, Shanakaihi, slowly, Raja, that Raja Durdharshamiva Tejasa, not able to withstand to the tejas of Lord Krishna, he puts up the words of inquiry to the Lord. And this portion of Raja Muchukunda's positive way of asking who you are, and to that Lord Krishna's reply are exemplary, followed by these two. The way Muchukundaji does the Stuti of Narayana is so great. Little bit we'll see. Muchukunda Uvacha. He says, Ko Bhavan. Who are you? Iha Sampraptaha. That you have come here, Vipine, into this forest, Girigahware. That also in the so many mountains, in one of the mountains, cave, I am here. How did you reach here? Who are you? Then he looked at the feet of the Lord. How they were looking? Padbhyam, Padmapalashabhyam. Padmapalasha. Like the petals of the lotus, so tender are your feet. How did you reach here all the way? Generally, jungle में चलते हैं बिना चप्पल पाँव का. You know what happens to our feet? In our childhood days, we saw our grandmothers and all. They never had chappal only throughout life. So पाँव पूरा उनका ना वो सारा ऐसा दिखता था. Now तो बिना चप्पल लोग रहते नहीं, नींद में भी चप्पल पहन के. So पद्मपलाशाभ्याम पद्भ्याम विचरसि उरुकंटके. So many thorns are there everywhere. How come you are moving here with your tender feet? Kimsvit? Kimsvit? What is it? Is it Tejasvinam Tejaha? Bhagavan Va Vibhavasuhu? Are you the fire who is the Tejasvinam Tejaha? Today morning also Punyoganda Prithvivyam cha Tejaschasmi Bhavasau Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu Tavaschasmi Tavasvisho. In this way we were seeing the Vibhutis of Lord in the 7th chapter. So are you the God fire? Are you that Surya, Lord Sun, Somaha, Moon, Mahendra, Indra, or any of the other Lokapalakas? The 4 Lokapalas are Indra, Varuna, Kubera, and Niyama. Are you any one of them, or even somebody beyond? So then he says, Manye Tvam Deva Devanam Trayanam Purusha Rushabam. Now I understand you to be the best among the Trinity, Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, Bhagavan Vishnu hi. Yat Badhase Guhadvantam Pradipa Prabhaya Yatha. Like the light eliminates all the darkness with your Kanti Tejas Varchas Divyada, you are dispelling the darkness of this entire Gufa. Who are you? Please tell me. Therefore, if you don't have objection to my question without hiding, tell me the answer. Swajanma, Karma, Gotramma, Katyata. To this, some more additions are there. Tomorrow we will see that. Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Om Neelamega Shama Krishna Nitya Jagan Mohan Krishna Bala Gopala Krishna Bhavya Mangalam Venu Gana Lola Krishna Vedanta Vedya Krishna नवनीत चोर कृष्णा नित्य मंगलम भक्त जन धार कृष्णा परम दया वार्धि कृष्णा मुक्ति सं गीता मृदात परम योगेश पार्थ सार ध्रुव कृष्णा सर्वमंगल ओम नत्र सूर्यो भाति न तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णु बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय भागवत महापुराण की जय वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय श्री बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय आदिशंकर भगवान की जय some calls yes friends so for 3 minutes 2 minutes gap only 20 minutes class will have because I have